Namaste everyone, and it is the morning of day one of our mind detox challenge. Now the reason why we're doing it is, we love transformation, change and so forth. We want to always improve or grow, but the actual reason why I like it, it's because it is simply awareness. The way I teach awareness of the body during yoga, and when you become aware of your physical body, that is very healing to the emotions without directly addressing the emotions. Now when you are aware of your thoughts during the day, that is the first step. You just want to be aware of what your mind is doing during the day. So basically, in a way, you become an observer to your own mind. Your mind is, a crazy monkey, and you're just observing it. Today you can just focus on that, observe it, and just see what your mind is doing all day long. And awareness of that is extremely powerful. It's extremely empowering. It's amazing. I really love one question came in, and it is maybe Mary, I don't know, 002, it's a abbreviation, so I'm not sure. But anyways, I have a question, Ali. How can you work with negative patterns without getting stuck in a permanent healing process? Thanks for the video. I love this question because I mentioned in the first video, which you can go watch the first video if you haven't seen the first video as far as what the challenge is about. Basically I was saying you don't want to think that something is innately and permanently screwed up with you, and you need to heal for years and years and years, and this is this daunting thing, and something is wrong with you. You don't want to come from that background. And we all know people that are addicted to healers and just healing things, just shamanic practices, and it's the next healer, the next stone, the next, you just this thing. But then you talk to these people 10 years, 20 years later, and it's the same thing. They have not moved forward at all. That's when you know you're stuck. I'm a person that I like change in the sense that I like dynamic movement forward. I don't come from the place that I want to change. There's nothing in you that you need to change. You first have to come from that. You're fine the way you are. And you have to also separate your soul from your persona, because those are two different things. And although the soul affects the persona, you have to understand that on a soul level you're fine. That will give you this peaceful, calm feeling that we're here very briefly, very temporarily, and even if we screw something up, it's not a big deal. It's fine. It's okay. Keep moving forward. Keep letting things go. Have the capacity to let things go, because if you don't, you're holding on to more and more baggage, and when you hold on to guilt, onto things, that perpetuates it. If you're guilty about, if you've noticed, if you're guilty about, for example, offending someone, or if you're guilty about getting into a fight with your partner, then it just leads to more fights. It doesn't, just no one drops it. So you have to find it within yourself without externally someone helping you, because we are our greatest help, to just let things go. Just let things go, keep moving forward. And when you get stuck in something, let it go. The best thing you can do about it is serve that thing in the future. If you're guilty to your child for in some way you're judging yourself for not being a good parent, by being guilty you perpetuate that behavior, and you do more of that made you feel that you're not a good parent. So let it go, drop it. You're not supposed to be perfect anyways, and in the future just realize that you have this gift, this opportunity to be amazing in the future. So basically, becoming aware of your mental patterns is our first step. And if you want to focus on this today, just focus on this today or for a few days, just observing it and not trying to change it, just seeing how crazy your mind can be. And the next step is learning to let things go, just learning to drop it. And we're not talking about something that deeply bothers you, that you have to heal. We're talking about letting the monkey mind go, letting that pattern when you get stuck in something and you're just grinding there and it's going nowhere, or when you're healing one and the same thing for 30 years, then you have to realize that you're not moving forward, you're not shifting anything, you're addicted to being that sick person. You're addicted, there is an addiction there at this point to, you don't want to let go of that sick person you are, or that traumatized person you are, but that's deeper. So with the risk of confusing you, because this can get very complex, but at the same time is also very simple. Just observe your patterns, and how you know you're how you know you're not getting stuck. You know, because if it continues being the same thing over and over for a particular amount of time, you're stuck. And the point is to just allow yourself to let things go. Those are my two greatest things I can say. Allow yourself to let things go, because you're not supposed to be perfect and you don't have to expect perfection of yourself. That's number one. And the second is realizing that a lot of it comes from self-importance, assuming that you in some way have to be so perfect and you have to satisfy everybody and everybody has to like you, when in reality, just drop that type of thinking. Remind yourself, oh, most people really are not as critical of me, or a lot of them don't even care about me, and all I can do here is moving forward, give the best I can, and serve and be loving partner, or even a nice coworker, or anything like that. And just realizing that this experience here is really not as important as the ego perceives it. The ego inflates it as if this experience right now, in this lifetime right here, it's so important to your soul. In reality, the small details, they will just all roll over and disappear and be forgotten. And what matters is how joyous you are, how much you serve others, and how much you love yourself and others. And this is all within your reach. This is all within your reach. So today, because obviously this can become a very long video and I just want to do a quick login. Today, observe your monkey patterns, monkey mind patterns, and just observe and see how your mind is dysfunctional when it gets caught up in patterns. And the next stage is to learn to let things go and keep the mind empty of self-thought, like constantly thinking about yourself. I personally find that to be unhealthy, and I think through the help of yoga, I don't do it. I hardly ever sit and think about myself. I never think, did I say the right thing today? Like, I just don't have that internal monologue, because it is a never-ending process. It is a trap, and you just can't get out of that pattern, that thinking pattern. It becomes almost a useless internal hell, or internal just torture. So you have to learn to let go of the things that are not serving you. And if it's a repetitive pattern and it's never resolving, then you're stuck. That's how you know. If it doesn't feel good, then you're stuck. If it's not changing constantly and it doesn't feel good, then you're stuck in it. And another thing that I will try not to forget to touch up on this week in a separate video possibly is to observe your body and follow the cues of your body. Anything that, when a thought comes in or when someone says something to you, to just have enough self-awareness to see how this feels in your body, because your body is a reflection of your emotions, and your emotions are connected to your higher consciousness and even your soul, obviously. So your body will give you cues as to what is right and wrong, but we're so caught up in the mind, we can't feel the body and we can't feel what's right for us, what's wrong, what's serving us, what's not serving us, because we are caught up here and we're not in here, in the body, in the emotions. Yoga, of course, do yoga, because it's the best thing ever. You drop the mind and you are a body, and you're more connected to your higher self. The mind can disconnect you. So I'll try to do a video on that. But for today, that's I'm on my way out, and I figured I'll quickly shoot just random thoughts. I hope they're not too random, but just observe your monkey mind. Next level is to try to start letting go of certain things that you can. Start with what you can let go of, and further along, we'll learn to listen to the body, learn to pay attention to the body. It will give you such amazing cues. The body will give you such amazing cues and intuitive cues about even decisions you have to make. If certain decisions you're not sure about in your mind, and you're going over and over and over again, and should I do it, should I not, should I take this opportunity, listen to your body. The answer is there, and that's what we're learning. We're learning through yoga to be aware of the body and to become self-aware enough to see our patterns. But then this challenge is also bringing that awareness into our day. That's the beauty of it. That's all for today. I'm gonna get going, and I'll log in tomorrow. Keep asking questions, because it opens up a discussion, and we just keep going into it and just keep masterminding it, or keep understanding the process. Really cool questions and really cool topics, so you can read through the comments. A lot of you're saying real interesting things. I love your input, or your ideas of what you will do. Love you all so much, and I'm gonna get going. I will see you tomorrow with another quick login. Love you.